Okay, well, we will keep this spoiler free because Liz might read it. Andrea, you have not read this one yet, or you have?
No, I have
But
not. I
okay.
want to read it, so yeah.
Okay, this is going to be good. So, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo um, is a nonfiction. They call it a historical fiction, but I don't think it really is. It's really just a fiction book. It's not nonfiction, it's fiction. Um, but we recently read Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And I think based off of that one, I was kind of like, should I read it? Should I not? I felt like that book was very meh. But this book I would rate an A minus. It is a lot better.
Ooh.
Yes, this is one that where I'll just tell you a bit about what it's about. That's kind of a tongue twister. And I won't do any spoilers. So this story follows obviously Evelyn Hugo. She's an older woman at this time. It's kind of set in like considered to be modern day. And there is a writer at a like large media company, and this random writer gets tasked with doing an interview with Evelyn Hugo, who is this like monumental Hollywood actress, but has stopped doing interviews for years now. So it's kind of this huge deal that this random person got the in to do this interview. So Monique, the writer, goes to meet Evelyn as like requested and finds out that Evelyn doesn't actually want her to write just this piece, but to do an autobiography or a biography. So she wants Monique to stay there and listen to her whole life story and write this for her. And so the story really follows their interview, but then does like flashbacks to Evelyn's story. And it goes and recounts each of her seven husbands and like how she met them, what happened, and like tells her whole life story along the way. And it's very good. It's interesting. It's not what I expected in a sense. There's some like really big plot twists or like surprises that you wouldn't necessarily guess. And it had a lot more depth, I would say, than Malibu Rising.
Did you like Evelyn? Because I feel like that was one of my problems with Malibu Rising is that I didn't really like many of the characters.
So I think what's hard with Malibu Rising is that Nina wasn't really the main character. She was, but we didn't really like deep dive into her history. With Evelyn, like the whole story is basically about her, and you learn things that you like and things that you don't like, in my opinion. Overall, I think that she's an interesting character, and I didn't hate her, but I also didn't love her.
Okay.
But it's still a good read.
So I had the same like hesitancy as you because Malibu Rising was very like meh for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like
Ending
this
was
one's
so bad.
Yeah.
This ending's really good. It has an aspect that I was not expecting of like just a normal fiction book.
Okay, I'll read it.
I would recommend it. It's also pretty quick. They're also, I think, making this into a movie. And I looked up the cast. I don't know if it's solidified yet, but I think that they like the preliminary cast is cast really well. It's like who I had in mind for the way they describe the people in this book. It's still about 375 pages. I flew through it pretty quick. It's easy, short chapters, and it's interesting because actually, the dad from Malibu Rising is one of the husbands, Mick Rivera.
He's one of them.
Yeah, he's one of the husbands.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, the stories overlap.
Do you hate Mick in this book too?
I mean, you never like Mick.
Okay. All right, good.
Did we
I'm
ever?
like, I hope they don't try to like redeem him or something because he's awful.
No.
I'm happy hating him. So.
He's portrayed in a lot of the same lights in this book. You know, a little bit of a womanizer, a little dumb. Yeah. Same old Mick.
Got it.
Yes, I would highly recommend.
Did you use one of your cries this year?
No, I did not. It
Good.
didn't hook me like that. So I guess maybe I rate it an A-B+ because I didn't cry. But it was just like such a different story than I've typically read. I appreciated or I respected the creativity in this one to where it wasn't just like a normal story. Like some of the fantasy ones we read, we can predict the storyline, right? This one had a lot more creativity added to it. And
Sounds
it's
good.
also kind of cool to learn about like it's not cool, but like how women were treated at the time, like because she was a rising actress, and to just see the hurdles or like read about the hurdles that she faced, and people just taking advantage of her or discounting her because she was a woman. I'm sure a lot of that was historically accurate.
I like it.
You know.
Okay, I'll read it, Madeline. You convinced me.
Yeah, Anne, are you gonna read it?
Yeah, I've had it on my list for a while. I just haven't got to it.
Do you have it already?
Mm-mm.
Next Prime Day
No.
or half price?
Yeah.
That's what I actually found this at Goodwill, and I was like, I'll give it a try maybe sometime. But I was surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I see it like on, or I did for a while until Fourth Wing came out. Now that book's like taken over.
Sure.
Have you guys read Fourth Wing?
Mm-mm.
I'm a little jaded with book talk right now because this one was all over and had such high ratings. It still has high ratings, and we're gonna do this review next. I know, but like book talk lied.
The second one is way better.
Maybe that's why it's so.
I didn't
I mean,
even
I'm only
buy the
halfway
second
through,
one.
but
Okay.
so far I think it's better.
I'm a little jaded. I'm still gonna read the second one, but I'm jaded. Maybe I'm just more sensitive on this one because I picked it for my book club book, and like I thought this was gonna be hella good, and it wasn't hella good. It was good, but it wasn't hella good.
Mhm.
It's like Zodiac
Try again in
Academy
a year.
over.
At least this one's only 2. Zodiac Academy. I
Yeah.
can't believe you're hooked on that one. Yeah.
I haven't ordered the one that just came out either because I'm just like, I don't know. I want to read 8.5.
A lot.
There's too many books to read to get that deep in the series you don't like.
Yeah, that's like all my TBR right there. So
Really?
I'm just like, yeah.
You need more bookshelves.
You too.
I mean, some of the bottom ones aren't that full. Like, they're just.
Yeah. I feel like
I
you're
don't
gonna
know.
run out of room quickly, though.
Liz, where's your TBR shelf?
I intermixed my TBRs. I
How?
know.
Why?
Are you a psycho?
Yeah. Actually,
How do you remember which ones you've read and which ones you haven't?
I obviously remember which books I haven't read. How do you?
Well, I mean, like, do you just scan through all of the shelves when you need to pick a new book?
Yeah, it's like going to like a bookstore because they're by genre. So I just go to the genre I feel like reading and I pick one I haven't read yet.
That worries me. I don't like that.
Too bad. Not your bookshelf.
What?
Said too bad, not your bookshelf.
What if next time I'm at your house, I move all your books around? Different genres, different places.
What if next time at your house, I just steal a bunch of your TBR list, TBR books, and take them?
I would never invite you back. Be
a
a
lie.
lifetime ban from my house.
It's a lie.